So the 2021 CONCACAF Gold Cup is about to come to a close as we look to a final of course, epic proportions. It's the hosts, the United States, up against the holders, Mexico. Who's going to go on to win the glory? We'll take a little look next. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction video today. Looking forward to the 2021 Gold Cup over in the USA, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new, where you been, boys? Smash your subscribe and get your bang out today with all things Gold Cup related, Blackburn Rovers related. Woo, football! We're going to know here under one Brewski. Goodness gracious me, as we look forward to the grand final of the CONCACAF Gold Cup over in the United States. We'll take a look at that in a minute. Of course, big shout out to the VIPs, and of course, they are the patrons. If you are interested in support channel in another way, check out those links down below. But anyway, let's get into it, of course, and have a look at, of course, the grand stage final. But before that, we'll have a little recap, of course, the prediction league, my predictions, of course, the last round for the semi-finals, and of course, we'll bring you up to how we got to this point. So here we go then, recap, of course, predictions for the semi-finals. Qatar against the United States. I actually anticipated, hoped really, for something a little bit different than what we ultimately expected. Because if you go back to my early door predictions I made pre-tournament, maybe back at the end of May, start of June, I did actually have a USA-Mexico final, Mexico winning it ultimately. But I actually hoped that Qatar would actually put up a surprise. But I went with a 2-1 win for Qatar, but they lost 1-0, just a 1-0 loss in the end. United States go through to the final, of course, as hosts. Mexico against Canada. Did we expect anything else? No. 2-0 win, even though Canada gave a good account for themselves. 2-1 in the end. Late winner for Mexico, which I think ultimately is what I would have preferred, because you know what, I think Mexico are probably the strongest nation in this. And if Canada had got through, it probably could have been a one-sided affair. So it does make an even sort of match as we look forward to the final. But anyway, let's take a look at my picks. I got myself one out of that, of course. What about you guys? Let's take a look at your picks then, shall we, for this week? Shane O'Donnell, Nat again, Tom Stein and Winky, Omer Esquivel, Omar Hussein, James PCFCR, great, Yannick Bustler, Deepak the Great, and Gaming Charlie all did very, very well. Of course, getting top bananas there with 2 out of 2. Jules, Sleepy Time, Hansworth, just like me, got the 1, and Cole got 0. As for the overall leaderboard, as you can see, have a little look at it, suck it all in. We have a 2-way tie. Gaming Hussein, Gaming Charlie lead the charge. Omar Esquivel is also in the mix as well. Those 3 are in it. If Emin Hussein and Gaming Charlie get it wrong and Omar Esquivel get it right, we could have a 3-way tie at the end of it. Or we could have a 1-way winner at the end of it. So, of course, but anyway, thank you all for participating. We will have a winner, and I'll get a t-shirt out to you guys. Of course, I'm still trying to get the t-shirts out to the other people. I can elaborate on that, hopefully. I keep saying it this next week. It's just the timing is very bad. But anyway, enough about that. We'll talk about that next week, hopefully. Anyways, let's take a look at, of course, the next round. This is, of course, the final. Of course, if you want to get in there with the prediction and get your 1 point in there, this is the way to do it. You use the QR code. It's Cutley/Gold final. So here we go then. Of course, this is how we got to the stage. Of course, Mexico did come out top on Group A, followed by El Salvador. That's why, of course, Trinidad and Tobago nearly pulled off a surprise after opening day draw with Mexico. Ultimately, they did lose to El Salvador and couldn't pick up the win against Guatemala. Guatemala, of course, were replacing Curacao, who, if they would have in this tournament, they could have made this a little bit more different. I think they could have probably come as second place side there, but the COVID issues made that a bit a logistical nightmare. As for Group B, of course, United States and Canada, you would expect us, at least the United States, even with this B team, to go through either as winners or runners up. Haiti were the team that could have caused some problems, but Canada looked good. They looked good in the group stages and ultimately just fell short against the United States to not make it as group winners. As for Group C, probably a bit of a damp squib in the end. Costa Rica winning 3 out of 3. Jamaica coming second, not too shabby. Suriname, again, I was fooled. I was fooled by the Surinese faithful that they were going to be in this to compete, but unfortunately they fell short. They need a bit more quality to go a little bit further than the group stage. As for Group D, Qatar surprised us all, top the groups in Group D. Not really surprised. I thought they would be in it. Honduras, though, ousted Panama in the end. Grenada, the chief whipping boys, throughout. Again, in fact, Martinique were the chief whipping boys. But anyway, that's, of course, the groups. Of course, we were left with these quarterfinals. Qatar took on El Salvador. USA took on Jamaica. Mexico took on Honduras. Is that right? and Costa Rica took on Canada. Qatar ultimately coming through, so did the United States. Mexico also coming through, as did Canada, to set up the semi-finals, which Qatar lost to the United States, and of course Mexico came through up against Canada in the end. Of course, that's the state of play as we look forward to this one. So let's take a look at the final then, shall we? Of course, it is the United States up against Mexico. Now, these two sides played each other 24 times since 2002. 11 wins for the USA, 7 wins for Mexico, and 6 draws. The biggest win, though, for the United States was a 2-0 win. The biggest win for Mexico was a 5-0 win. In fact, the United States scored 31 goals compared to the 28 by Mexico. 1.29 goals game ratio compared to the 1.17 goals game ratio for Mexico. Mexico comes in 92% form, winning 5 of the past 6. Of course, picking up a draw against Trinidad. As for the United States, coming to winning 6 on the bounce. Of course, Mexico, though, haven't lost in the last 8. USA haven't lost any of the last 10 at home. Of course, they did play each other in the CONCACAF Nations Final in an explosive match, one of the most explosive games of the year, where USA won 3-2. Prior to that, it was back-to-back wins for Mexico, stretching into a friendly in 2019. Of course, a win in the CONCACAF knockout stages last time around was a 1-0 win in the 7th of July 2019. So they are pretty much even Stevens heading into this. A quick look at the bookies' odds on this one then. It's 9-4 for USA to go the distance and win it within 90 minutes, 30-10 for Mexico to win it within 90 minutes, 21-10 to make it drag into extra time, and of course the distance. If you want to know the odds for the title itself, Mexico are 11-8 on to win it, so they are the favourites, and USA are evens for the victory on this one, though. I'm actually going to go with, what have I gone with? A 2-0 win for Mexico on this one. I should be wearing my Mexico shirt, but I'm not. So yes, Mexico will come on this one, take it in the end. They've been the better side, to be fair, and of course, if you recap it, I think they've only conceded 1 goal. That was against Canada just the other day, so it's going to be something special if the United States are going to break it down. I just think they want a bit of revenge for that CONCACAF Nations League loss, which exploded into life. So I think it'll be a bounce back ability for Mexico, and they will get their hands on this guy right here. A bit of bling for Mexico as they come out on top as champions. Let me know your thoughts, of course, and opinions as we look forward to that CONCACAF Nations League final, Gold Cup final. Hopefully, I'm trying to be getting back to the watch because I've just not been in the mood. Of course, a whole summer of Euros, whole summer of Copa America has left me a little bit, lost that bite of appetite to do the watch-alongs. I'm hoping to get it back because, of course, Rovers are back in action next weekend. But hopefully we'll be there Sunday to look forward to this one. Let me know your thoughts and opinions as we look forward to this one. Until then, give the video some love. I'll see you soon for the next one. Until then, we are done.